my sunshine, my own sunshine.
What's going on, everyone? My name is Walt, and today we're going to be reviewing the new Pixar animated film, Luca. The film is directed by Enrico Casarosa, who had worked on other films such as Ice Age, Cars, Up, Coco, Toy Story 4, Onward, and Soul. However, these were mostly story artists and other jobs that he was involved in, so he didn't actually direct any of these films. Luca, however, is his first ever film directing and actually had written the story. And I have to say, when I saw the trailer for this film, I was actually very interested. Visually, it looks amazing, and I really wanted to learn more about this world they have created and wanted to see if this was going to be another successful Pixar film. Well, unfortunately, this film not only didn't do that well, but it reminded me way too much of The Good Dinosaur, where it actually shows that it could be promising, but in the end, it just doesn't deliver. The plot focuses on Luca, who is a sea monster who wants to visit the surface world despite being told how dangerous it is. He befriends Alberto, a teenage sea monster who actually has spent time in the surface world and helps get Luca to join him so that he can go out there and explore the human world as well. Now, I actually did like this part of the story, at least the first act, which is basically all a fish out of water, no pun intended, where we see Luca in an environment he's unfamiliar with and goes exploring, and we see the shenanigans he and Alberto get in. But that's pretty much where the story just stops being fun, because once they're up in the surface world, the rest of the plot just becomes stale. It's pretty much our two main characters keeping everyone from knowing what they are while also trying to win some kind of tournament for a prize. The pacing really slows down by this point, and it really gets hard to stay invested throughout the rest of the story. I was hoping we'd get more information about the sea monsters, learn more about their history between them and even the humans. Now, I do like how they explain how the boys go from being fish to human, which is explained that once their skin dries up, they're able to look human, which is actually not that bad, and it's not really magic the way I see it. However, there's nothing else that really tells us more about the species, which is a damn shame, because I think this story could have actually been very interesting if they just found ways to keep your interest from the middle all the way to the end. Because once we get through with the first part, that's pretty much it, and your interest in this film just really goes downhill. And again, that's a huge shame because I saw so much potential with this story. As far as the voice actors are concerned, I actually did like the voice actor they got for the characters. And the characters aren't actually that bad. I did have an issue though with Luca and Alberto's friendship, which I kind of felt was a little rushed when we got them together and ending up becoming buds, which is something I'm not a big fan of. It's the same problem I have when you try forming a relationship with someone in these sort of films. I don't like it when it's rushed, and I would prefer it if we spent a little more time with them before, they end up falling in love and getting married. But I do like Luca a little bit, and I also do like the chemistry he does have with Alberto. It's not really good when their friendship is just rushed together. As far as the other characters are concerned, I really did like how everyone else did with their role, at least with some of them. I do like their friend who does a decent job with her role, and I also do like the father who appears intimidating and it looks dangerous, especially when he, cuts a fish in half, but he is a good man who with a soft and gentle heart, which is, to be expected in these sort of films. Now, I did have another issue with the characters, and it's mostly the stereotypical bullies who are just not really that good and are just so boring because you've seen these kind of characters so many times, and I just really wish they could have done a little different with them. Still didn't mind the voice actors or even some of the other characters, but I did wish the story did a better job fleshing out a lot of their characters, their backstories a little bit, and giving me a reason to care about them, because unfortunately the story really did hurt this a lot. Despite my issues with the story and some of the characters, I did really enjoy the animation. The animation really looks beautiful, and I love how everything looks so well drawn. Like they really took their time and effort to try and making everything look so good. I especially love the town, Luca's home, how everything looks underwater, and how the people look. And I especially love how well they're able to animate quickly when they go from being their fish form to becoming human. It really shows how well these animators did with their jobs and how much time it must have taken with this. As far as the music is concerned, I did like the music for this film, especially how it fits with the where the film is set in. And I do like the fact that Disney, Pixar, they're able to compose music to fit in the country and the setting that they're in, and it sounds very authentic. I really much enjoyed it. My only complaint I did have with this would have to be the jokes and the themes, the moral of the story, which is again predictable. You already know what's going on, and unfortunately the story just really does hurt the message a bit. And yeah, I really wasn't happy with any of the jokes at all. It's a real shame too, because I actually did chuckle a lot in some of the other anime films they've done, but this one, not so much. You don't really get invested with this film as much as you've done with other Pixar films, such as Inside Out, Coco, or even Soul. Again, it's a shame, but I will say this. At least it isn't as bad as The Good Dinosaur. Okay, so Luca. Is it a good Pixar film? Not really. I mean, visually, it looks amazing. I do love the animation. The characters are fine. But the story is what really hurt this film a lot. I mean, I really do see a lot of potential with this story. Unfortunately, they don't do a very good job with it. Nothing kept my interest. It was way too predictable. But like I said, it isn't as bad as The Good Dinosaur. I mean, the idea with Luca is actually a very fun idea, while the one for The Good Dinosaur just felt a little bit weird. However, I will say this though. Even though the story was bad, it's still a film that I think little kids will be able to enjoy. I think they'll be able to have some fun, but as an adult, I don't think you're going to enjoy this, and this is a film you're not going to remember or you want to watch again. But if you have any kids that love this kind of film, then hey, I would say show it to them, and I'm sure they'll enjoy it. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you have a different opinion about this film, or what you think of any of the other Pixar animated films, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button, check out my Facebook page, check out my Twitter page, check out T3 Media's channel, subscribe to their channel, keep up to date with their videos, and I'll see you next time to give you more love and more entertainment. Until then, guys, take care, be safe, love y'all, and goodbye.
Se ci ascolti per un momento